So I just left the restaurant after waiting 30 minutes for a date to show up, and apparently I got stood up. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm trying to do everything right to be a gentleman. I brought flowers. I've been consistent talking with this girl for 2 weeks, trying to get to know what she likes, what she doesn't like. I made plans. I picked the restaurant, the day, and the time. I've done everything to be just the kind of guy that would value somebody's time. Like, I'm just looking for my person. I'm just looking for the one that I guess is out there for me. I mean, I want to be somebody's husband someday, father. I'm trying to do everything that's right, and I just get stood up. Like, my feelings didn't even matter. Sitting there eating a meal by myself and realizing that nobody even cares about people anymore. Like, alien dating shouldn't even be this hard. It shouldn't be this hard to find somebody. It shouldn't be this difficult to fall in love. To kind one another. Like, what? Ladies, tell me, what did I do wrong?
The first thing you're going to do is stop crying. Second thing you're going to do is stop posting your personal situation on social media for all the world to see, and thereby exposing your soft underbelly to a subset of people that would love nothing more than to stick a knife into it. The next thing you're going to do is go to your home, or go get in your car if you need to do it right away, and get out of all those dating apps. You're going to put your social media on hiatus, or just delete it altogether. After you do that, you're going to get a decent therapist, preferably a man, because in our ethnic community, black women see you through a certain lens that is unfavorable. After you do that, I want you to take stock of yourself as a person and find something to glom onto. You need to find a mission outside of your personal wants and needs that will sustain you while you go through a life transition mentally and spiritually. I want you to get your phone out and go into a search engine and ask it how many women are on the planet Earth. 3,904,727,342. There are more women are on the face of the planet than there are men. 167.5 million. There are 167.5 million women in the United States alone, and despite computing this, a fraction of them are what you would call marriage material. I want you to keep this metric in your head at all times when you're out and about, and don't let it color your perception or change you fundamentally. I want you to understand that what you want is a part of life, but not the sum total of it, and that once you realize that you'll be able to get what you want. In the black ethnic community, 2/3 of the women fit into a service class, while the last third are already taken and the rest aged out of the system. A majority of that number bitter as fuck. I want you to make it a habit of studying and understanding your history as a black man in the United States of America 3K's inset. I want you to understand that our ethnic community has been tampered with on a number of levels, fundamentally, spiritually, socially, and interpersonally. It is for this reason alone that you have to conduct your social life like a business risk versus probable outcome when dealing with someone that sees you as a lesser being based on factors largely beyond your control. The only thing you can control on this planet is yourself. It is for that reason that I told you to stop crying and carrying on with the pity party, because things didn't go your way with this woman, and I would hazard a guess that you were settling in your mind. One of the reasons this happened to you is for generations almost 4. Black men have been taught to toe the line and settle for less than what they would see in their mind's eye as an ideal mate and companion in life. A lot of us were raised in single-parent households through divorce or the bad choices of that matriarch, which left you at a disadvantage when it came to building you up and nurturing your masculine aspect. It is both fortunate and unfortunate that a lot of older men in the community are going to have to take you by the hand like a child, metaphorically and literally in some cases, and teach you how to find the man inside that has been neglected and left in the cold. We are going to have to walk with you and help you out so that you don't crash and burn mentally, physically, and spiritually. So the first lesson of the day is that you have to stop crying, young man. Second lesson of the day is going to involve you taking those rose-colored glasses off and breaking them into many pieces. Nothing's going to get better until you see the world as it really is, despite your position in it and your station in life. You want to live a fulfilling life. And unfortunately, there's going to be bumps and holes in the road leading to fulfillment. This is not platitudes or anything new age. What is being suggested is literally the application of a common-sense lifestyle that is more fulfilling than the fantasy you had in your head initially. You can still get whatever you want, but you have to be realistic about it and understand it. If it's women you're looking for, you have to be unapologetically masculine. There's nothing else to tell you until you do what was suggested and apply it accordingly. What is being suggested is that you save yourself, black man. What is being suggested is that you be unapologetically masculine to a fault, whatever the definition or the reality is for you personally speaking. What is being suggested is that you engage in acute selfishness to the exclusion of anything that doesn't serve you so that you can complete yourself and truly understand what it is you want in your place in this world. There's no way to teach you what your place is in the world because we're all as unique as a fingerprint. What is being suggested is something that you would eventually do subconsciously, and applying this life lesson, this first life lesson, will be a path to perhaps the woman you're looking for. What is being suggested, it's not coming from a dating coach. There is no such thing as game unless you are engaging in idolatry, and that's against the natural order in most organized and unorthodox religions. On some level, you're being asked to take things at face value and act accordingly. You do not show weakness in public. You do not show weakness to women. Your job in a relationship is to be order, structure, and the foundation of your family tree, your legacy. So your first order of the day is to stop crying. There's no magic handbook that's going to help you find a woman who's going to truly love, cherish, and want to have your children. Only thing you can control is yourself, and conduct yourself in this society as you would conduct yourself running a business. I understand this mindset might not be palatable to someone looking for a wholly emotional connection, but you can rest assured that it is a very practical first step one day you can build on and flourish in the long run, if you take it to heart. Young man, protect your assets, keep your head on a swivel, and above all else, protect your seed, because that is your legacy and your future. SYSBM equals Save Yourself, Black Man.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
This message has been paid for by the Dusties. Yes, the niggas you love to hate.